Right, I think we are live. Hi, I'm Des. Welcome to the my channel, and we're looking to actually show you community posts today. And what I want to do is I want to share my screen. Now, this is the first time I've actually done this on YouTube for a long time, so just bear with me. Grab this, share my audio, share that. Excellent. Right. Do I need to share that now? Let me just share that in a minute. Anyway, right. The reason why you want to do community posts on your YouTube channel, this is specifically if you have a school community. You can do this without a school community, for example, but what I'm going to show you today is how you publicize your school community via your YouTube channel, okay? Now, the reason why I'm doing it for school is because I have just opened a new school, for example, about a few weeks ago, and I want to actually get more traffic to it. And this is one of the ways, other than posting videos and other than obviously publishing shorts, for example, you can actually use what we call a community post. And I'm going to show you that right now. Now, I'm going to show you on one of my channels because I've been really bad and I haven't actually done it on my electric oracle channel for a very, very long time. And I do apologize for showing you the example, but this is what you can do anyway. This is my electric oracle channel. And when I was doing it, which was a couple of months ago, you can see here, I don't know if you make, yeah, it's actually quite clear on the screen. You can actually see here that when I was doing it, it was really successful. And to be honest with you, I will start back in 2026, but I must admit, I've been concentrating on Skool, the platform, and I've neglected this channel. I'm afraid to say that, and I hold my hands up. Anyway, the reason why this is really good to do is because what happens is, even like I said, even though you're publishing videos and even though you're publishing shorts on your channel, there is another way that you can actually get in front of the person that you want to get in front of, and that is via community posts. Some of you may have actually used this before, and some of you, this is the first time you're seeing it, which is totally fine. But what I will say is, it's not actually something that's a lot of people are actually doing at the moment on their YouTube channels. And I want to show you why I actually do this. So what happens is, let's take my Electric Oracle channel, for example, okay? If you watch one of these videos, let's just go to the actual channel, go to the videos here. If you watch one of these videos on my channel, what happens is that sends a signal to YouTube to say that you are interested in the content that you were just watching. Now, based on the content that you were just watching, you're going to watch other videos as well, okay? But what happens is when you go off your app, you come off the YouTube app and you're on your phone, and maybe you come back in the afternoon or in the evening, or maybe you come back the next day, for example, because you watch one of my videos, that's, like I said, that sends a signal to YouTube that, hey, this guy actually likes this content. It depends how many I watch, but there's a good chance it's either going to show one of my videos, there's a good chance it's going to show one of my shorts, and you may not even thought of this, that it actually does actually show community posts in the feed as well. So the way I do it, and the way, let me just go to my Skool monetization channel. Now, this is a new YouTube channel that I've just started. So I've literally just started actually publishing these. So they're not gonna have a lot of traction on these. But the reason why I'm doing that from day one on this brand new spanking channel, because what happens is the moment that you watch one of these videos on my new channel, and I'll just go to the actual videos that are actually posted here. Low views at the moment, but they will increase as time goes on. But what happened is you will get shown the videos. If you watch one of my videos here, you'll get shown one of the shorts because YouTube loves shorts at the moment. But what also happen as well is, and it doesn't happen all the time when you're scrolling, but sometimes it will show the feed, okay? And this is where I can actually either educate, I can entertain, or I can let you know, for example, of a new video that's just come out, right? There's many things you can do with these community posts. I can also do a quiz, for example. So you have a set of questions to answer. I'll ask you a question. You have answers that you can actually click on to actually answer them. And I'll let you know whether you're right or wrong. You can do this in your post. So what happens is, The reason why I think it's so important that you start doing this and start doing it as soon as you can, because what you don't realize is this also sends a signal to YouTube. The moment that you engage, let's say, for example, this one here, let's just say, for example, you come across this post in your feed and you engage with it. Just say like you liked it and maybe you, I don't know, you leave a comment, for example, as well. What happens is that sends a signal to YouTube that you're engaged now with my channel. So not only have you watched a video from me, you've also engaged with my community post as well. So it sends like a double signal to YouTube. So it means then, not necessarily the next time you open your app, but at a certain point in the week, if you go back to your YouTube app, it is going to show you more of my community posts because you've already held your hand up and said, I love these community posts. So I'm going to show you it from another few members. We've got Caroline. She hasn't done hers for a while now, so I'm sorry to call you out, Caroline. But this is one of the people that I obviously help with their YouTube channel and their Skool community. And as you can see, when she does actually do it, she doesn't get a lot of engagement, but if she was doing it regularly, I guarantee you she'll be getting a great deal of engagement on this. Another one is part of the community and also has a Skool community is Mona. Last time she did hers was 8 months, but can you see the engagement? Obviously, there's only 3 here, but 3 comments. But as you go through, there's different ways in which you can actually create these posts. All right, so let me show you an example. So you've got a poll that you can actually create, and I'm going to show you how to create that in a minute. You can actually create a post where it's just giving off information with an image like this. You can have one where you're basically a YouTube video that you've just published. You can also create a post, a community post, to actually advertise your community, the video that you just published as well. So that's the great thing about it. And she does this really, really well. Now, what I would recommend, and it's not hard to do, is you really do need to actually publish one of these every single day without fail. And I'm going to show you how I'm doing it. I'm going to also give you a prompt so you can actually do exactly the same thing. Mike, another guy who's part of the community, again, he did it 11 days ago. But what I'm saying is, the more you do this, the more community posts that you publish, the more engagement you get. And the moment you stop, it's basically stopping a signal to YouTube saying that you're not interested in the post, but you might watch maybe one of Mike's shorts or videos, for example. That's why it's important to keep going. Just keep posting them. Again, we've got Chris. He's doing it as well. Again, hasn't published for a while. Last time was about 6 days ago. We've got Kerry. Just started doing this with Kerry now. Again, she's only just started doing this, but I guarantee you, if you come back in a month's time, with her videos get some views, the community posts are also going to send a signal to YouTube, and she's going to start getting engagement here. But I've just been showing Kerry how to do this as well. Again, it's a slow start, but it will come. One of the other members just joined, actually. I'm going to show you an example of how powerful this is. This is Mary, who just joined the community. I think she's been part of the community for a few weeks now. I just want to show you when it's done, and it's done correctly, and it's done daily, this is how powerful it is. So this post here was posted 17 hours ago, and she's basically, I think Mary, I think she's living in Portugal, and she's basically just documenting her traveling in Portugal and Portuguese life, basically. But as you can see, if I scroll down, this one's got 48 likes and 9 comments on here. She posted that she went to see the world's largest Santa, for example. So she's sharing her story. No matter how small the caption is, no matter how short the caption is, it does not matter. And as you can see, if we keep scrolling down, she's basically just telling her story through community posts. And that's why I'm saying to you, it's so important to do. And the good thing with Mary, she's doing it regularly now. So she's regularly getting people on this one. This one got 71 likes. This one got 18. 32 people voted on this poll, 20 likes, 39 likes. This is actually getting Mary seen. Now, what happens is, and the way that I use these community posts is, let's say, for example, I published a video today, all right? If I know then I'm not going to post for another, let's say, for example, I'm not going to upload another video for another week. What I would do then is I would start scheduling these videos to these community posts to go out once a day after that video comes out, all right? I use a piece of software that you can do that, and I'm going to show you that in a minute. But this is what I'm saying with Mary. If you use her as an example of how to do it, she's posting her story. She's not actually doing a lot of promotion, but she's just telling her story. And the more people engage with her, the more people will start seeing her videos, seeing her shorts, and eventually, this is what we want, eventually they will come across her link in the description when she tells them to go to the Skool community. And when they do, it means all of the engagement, all the things that happened on her account, people will go to her Skool community after that. Right, let me show you how I actually make them. Let me show you how I use a piece of software, not software, it's called Claude, but you can use ChatGPT, you can use Gemini, you can use Grok, you can use whatever you want. As long as it's a chatbot, I'm going to actually show you how to actually make these, all right? So here is the prompt that I've actually created. And just scroll the way up. This is a prompt that I'm going to give away. So if you're in the community, in my community, the Content Revenue Lab, I'm going to give this prompt away and you can use it for yourself if you have a Skool community, for example. Or even if you don't, it doesn't matter. You can use it either way. I'm going to show you how. But what will happen is if you actually put this into ChatGPT, this prompt, I'm going to scroll all the way down to the bottom and there should be a placeholder here. Yeah, it says user paste text here. So now what happens is now paste your Skool community about page text below. All right. Now, all you need to do with this prompt, if I go back to my community, the other one, all you need to do is you need to grab the text from your about page. Okay. Grab your text from the about page. And then what we're going to do with that text, we're going to start creating some community posts. And I'm going to show you how. I pretty much use Claude for most of the things I do, but you can do this with ChatGPT, so don't worry. So what I do is I've grabbed this prompt, going to copy all of this. So just do Control X, for example. That copies everything that's on the page. If it works, Control A. Okay, so yeah, it copies everything on the actual page here. Put that into ChatGPT, take it back to ChatGPT, and then grab your text from your about page. All right. Once you've done that, go back to and put the actual text from your about page into where it says placeholder. Paste your text here, and this is what I've done. This is what I've done in Claude, and this is the output. So this is what it's done just by me using the about page text. So this is your YouTube post generator output for your Skool monetization lab. So this is based on the text that I gave it earlier from here. Now, I didn't want to show you how to do this just in case it didn't work. So I've done it beforehand. And I know what it's like when you go live, and I like to be kind of prepared if I can. Right. So from the actual text that I gave it and put it into Claude, you use ChatGPT if you use ChatGPT. What I've asked it to do, because polls, what I found is polls are the most popular they're the most popular and the one that gives you the best return on investment regarding actually posting content. You don't get as many people interacting with the quizzes. You don't get as many people acting when engaging with your community posts when you share a video, for example. The one I found that works the best is the polls. And I've seen it in the community as well. Whenever you post a poll, people absolutely love it. So that's kind of, I've designed this so it's going to give you 15 of these polls. Right, let me show you the output because this is really exciting. What I've also asked it to do as well, on the answers that you're going to have with your community post, I've asked it to put little emojis here as well, just to keep it fun and exciting for people when they're scrolling through. You don't have to have those. You can actually delete those if you want to. But anyway, let's get to what the output does. So it's going to give us 15 polls based on the text that I gave it in the actual prompt. So this is the first one. This is for my Skool monetization lab community. You've built a community, you've got members, but the revenue still crickets. What's stopping you from monetizing your Skool community right now? And these are the answers. Don't know what to charge, not sure what product to create, afraid of members will leave if I add pricing, or too busy doing one-to-one calls. Vote below, your answer will shape my next training. Poll 2, I'm seeing two types of Skool owners, those who scale revenue and those who are stuck. See, I'm not going to go through every single one of these, but I just want to show you the power of when you know how to use a prompt and you're using information that you already have, you can start creating content for your YouTube channel, right? I'm not going to go through all of them. Poll 5, poll 6, poll 7. So there should be 15 of those, and you can basically load these up ahead of time, which I'm going to show you how to do in just a second. Right, keep going through this. Right, one of the other ones I actually wanted to create as an output is a motivational post as well. So we had polls, all these are polls before, so you got 15 of those, but you can't just do polls all the time. You need to kind of mix it up a little bit. So I've told the output, in that prompt, I told the output to come up with some motivational posts as well. Now, obviously, these ones that you're seeing here are relevant to my community, all right? But the moment you use it for your community, okay, the moment you use this for your community, it's going to be relevant to your community. It's not going to say anything about growing school communities, for example. If you're into crochet, this is all going to be about crochet. If you're into cooking, this is all going to be about cooking. It's going to be relevant to your channel. It's going to be relevant to your school community, all right? So I've asked to do some motivational posts, 5 of them. You don't need 1,000 members to make this work. Right now, someone with 30 members is making 3K while you're stuck at 0 with 80 members. The difference isn't size, it's clarity on what you're selling and confidence for the sale. Motivational 2, motivational 3. So there's 5 of these that I've actually created for this. Next, I've asked the actual output to create educational posts, okay? So not only are you wanting to have fun and you want engagement on the polls, not only are you giving people motivation, right? Motivation in their day when they're scrolling through the app. You want to motivate them as well. But what you also need to do as well, you need to educate them, all right? Now, again, this is going to be relevant to my school community. So 3 reasons your school community isn't making money. And it's not because you don't have enough members. So it's got mistake number 1, you're giving away everything for free. Mistake number 2, no clear what's next after they join. And mistake number 3, you're afraid to talk about money. All right. Education number 2, the math that changed how I think about school monetization. And it's just going through the figures here of 1,000 members, 50 members, 30 members, etc. But can you see what I mean? Can you see how powerful this is? This is just one prompt with your about page. All right. You can use it for anything you want to. You could basically come up with, say, for example, you weren't happy with anything it came up with. You can basically just ask it to come up with different topics. Now that it knows what your school is all about, you can then start managing how you actually talk to Claude, to ChatGPT. If you're talking about crocheting, you want a particular style that you want to talk about, for example, and educate people, all you need to do, where it's got reply here, just type in reply, I want more of this type of post, and it will do it for you. Once you've actually put the prompt in there, it will put the output for you. And that's it. That's how powerful that prompt is. And while, like I said, that this prompt, this one here, I'll give this away in the community. I'll probably put it in the actual, I'll put it in the post as an attachment, and you can download this. It's not a problem for you to have. Actually, if you don't actually have, if you're not part of the school community, I'll put a link in the description. If you want to join and you're watching this and you're not part of the community, if you join anytime, I'll actually have this in there as well that you can also use. Right, so what we want to do then, if we go to, let's have a look. So I did this for, let's go to my YouTube studio. And this is how you actually create the post, by the way. Go to create at the top here, and then go to create post, all right? Now, I actually did this for the Content Revenue Lab as well. So let me just, here's the content from the Content Revenue Lab. And all it went on was this. That's all it went on. And yeah, just that. That's everything it went on. And then it's created the output for me. So I'm going to show you exactly, if you've never done this before, I'm going to show you exactly how to do this. So where are we? Right, okay. So this is the actual kind of the back end of my YouTube channel. Now you've got a choice. You can either go for an image, like I was saying to you before, an image poll, a text poll, a quiz, or a video. Now, if you've got a video, you can basically click on video and do a search for the video that you actually want, okay? Let me just have a look. Yeah, so if I wanted to use this video, for example, why I chose school over everything else, you basically just choose that video, click on insert, and then you just add a little bit of blurb here, talking about the video. And then what you can do, you can either post that now, or you can schedule it. So you can schedule it in the post. So you can either put the date, the time, and the actual time zone. And I think by default, YouTube will actually give you, excuse me, it will give you the exact time zone for you. But we're not going to do that. What we're going to do is I'm going to show you exactly how to use the output that we just got. So poll number 1, we grab all this text, gonna copy that, go back to the post here, and make sure you're in post. You've got obviously these options, but make sure you're in post. Paste it in there, and then we're just gonna format this, just gonna break it up by line. And then what you do next to make this into an actual poll, okay, a poll that you can use, you don't want to use image poll, you want to use text poll, okay? Text poll just here. And what you do then is you just grab these one by one. So I'm going to paste that here. It's going to grab that here. Put it in there. Going to grab that. Oops. Add another option. I think you can do 4 in total, all right? You can't do any more than 4 from memory. And then I'm just going to format this again. Right, now we have 2 options. We can either post this now, okay? You can post it now and it'll go live now, all right? Or you can schedule it like I just showed you. So if I wanted to post it now, click on post. If I want to schedule it, I click on this little down arrow, go to schedule post, and then I can actually choose the date. And this can go out in future. But I don't want to do that. I want to actually schedule that now. So let's get rid of that. Scheduled. I think I just got rid of that. Okay. That's the beauty about doing it live. I've got to do this all again. Right, let me just do it very, very quickly. I didn't know it did that. When you click off the actual post, it just deletes it. I did not know it did that. But I found out now we're live that that's actually what it does. So I'm just going to do this very, very quickly. Paste that in here. Whoops. Double click, paste it in here. So this is exactly what you do, whether you were scheduling it or whether you're actually making this live now. This is exactly how you would actually create your poll post. Take that off. And then what I'm going to do, for the sake of the argument, I'm just going to post this now so you see what it looks like. So I'm going to post this now. Right. Can you see how it's empty here? Okay. The reason why this is empty is because at the moment there are no scheduled posts in this. Okay. There is only, there's no scheduled posts at all. There's none archived, but if we go to publish now, this publish tab, scroll down, here is the post that I just created. So when you're scrolling through your YouTube feed, there is a chance, if you've watched one of my videos previously, there's a good chance that you're going to see this post, all right? And like I said, these are really good for engagement. So when you scroll, if I go to click more and read more, again, you can, I don't think you can actually edit this now. No, you can't. Once you've actually done the poll, the reason why you can't edit it is what YouTube doesn't want you to do. It doesn't want you to change the actual description or change anything about it, actually. Once it goes live, that is it. You cannot edit it, all right? You can for posts, you can for anything else, but you can't do for polls, and I totally understand that. Right, so this is what you see. You get the a bit of a blurb just there. You've got the actual what your current YouTube subscriber count is. So that's the question. And then all you do is you basically, I can't do it now because it's my post, but the person who's actually seeing this post can actually vote on any one of these, okay? So what I will do now is I'll go to another one. We'll go to poll 2, copy that. And now I'm going to show you how to actually schedule this ahead of time. And it's done in exactly the same way. So you scroll all the way to the very top. We're just going to format this again. Text poll. Put that in there. Put that in there. So I'm doing this in real time. So if this is boring anyone, I'm really sorry, but this is in real time. And this is, believe it or not, this is how we do it. You cannot, what I was going to say as well is you can't use software to do this. You have to do it manually, I'm afraid. So what I do at the beginning of a month, I just take, I don't know, 30, 35 minutes out. I don't use a prompt like that, the one I'm giving you. I use a project, for example, and I do that with my clients. But you would use this prompt and you would get basically the same output that I've just gone, but just related to your niche. Right, so this time we've got the poll. We could click on post, but we're not going to do that this time. We're going to schedule it. And generally what I'll do is if I've posted this long form video, what I would generally do is I would schedule the post now to go out tomorrow, which is the 21st. And you can choose whatever time you want. It really, I'd say it doesn't really matter. I'd say let's say, for example, you're based in the US and most of your your audience is from the US, for example, you'd probably just have this coming out in the morning. That's not saying that they're going to see it in the morning. It all depends when they're actually going to be back on their app. So for me, I just put 7:30. It's going to be 7:30 my time, which means it's early hours of US, but it doesn't really matter. It's not a problem. And then I'll just click on schedule. Right. Can you actually see the post here? That's the one that we just did a few seconds ago. But if we go to scheduled now, here it is. That's the one that we just did. It's going out on the 21st, 2025 at 7:30 local time, which is local to me. And that is how you schedule a post. But what I would do is I would go through again, I wouldn't just keep doing the polls. I'd go find the motivational post, for example, grab that. And then I'll go back into the very top here. And this time around, it's not a poll, it's just a post. But what I will do is I won't post this now because I've already posted one now. But what I will do is I will schedule this after this poll post. So the poll is going to be going out on the 21st. This motivational one now is going to be going out on the 22nd, all right? So to do that, click the down arrow again, click on scheduled post, go to the 22nd. Going to say about the same sort of time as well, 7:30. And then let's have a look. Yeah, we'll schedule that to go out on the 22nd. So then now, again, these are the ones that have been published. So these are all the old published posts that I've seen. But to see the ones that are scheduled, click on the schedule tab at the top here. And as you can see, that's the one that's going to go out tomorrow on the Sunday, sorry. And this is the one that's going to go out on the Monday. It's going to go out at 7:30. And that's what people will see. But like I said to you before, people will engage a lot more with this, but you do need to mix it up. And if you wanted to actually add an image, for example, you just click on add an image. You can actually drop 10 images on here. It gives you the aspect ratio of what the image should be. And you can do it like a slide as well. So if you want 10 images in there, if you put 10 images on there, the person that's actually on their phone can slide through those, all right? Or if you just want a GIF, for example, you can actually drag the GIF on there, have a bit of caption. So you write your caption here, whatever it is that you're talking about in the actual post, and then you just slide it on there. And again, you can schedule this, or you can actually just post it straight away. Let me just show you what this looks like in the back end of your YouTube studio. So in the dashboard, you go to content just here. You've got inspiration, you've got videos, you've got shorts, you've got live, you've got posts, you've got playlists, you've got podcasts, you've got courses, you've got promotions, you've got collaborations. But the one that you want is posts. And that's where you actually find them. And it gives you the stats as well. So how many comments, how many likes, how many responses. That is how you use it. So what you do is you grab this prompt. I'm just going to go through it again. You basically put this into ChatGPT. You go back to your ChatGPT or your Claude or whichever one you use, and you grab your about page text. So you basically just grab that text and you put it in the placeholder, which was, the placeholder here. You put your text here, and this is the output that it actually gives you. And like I said, you want to rotate those around, all right? So hopefully you found it helpful. I'm not used to actually live streaming on YouTube. I've done it for so long. I'm normally used to streaming in Skool, where I can see people and I can engage and interact. But yeah, this feels really weird doing it on YouTube, but I wanted to do it on YouTube just so I need to get back into publishing content. I haven't published content on my own channel for so long now. Like I said, I was concentrating on school. I just wanted to actually now start doing stuff on YouTube again. And also I wanted to encourage you guys as well, anyone that's watching this, whether you're part of the community or you're not part of the community, I just want to encourage you to go live as well. This is not, I won't say it's not difficult. That's not really fair to say it's not difficult. Of course it is difficult. But what it allows you to do is it allows you to go live at a time where your audience is actually online. And when they're scrolling through their phone, this is another thing, a good thing. This is nothing to do with community posts. If they've actually subscribed to your channel, okay, there is a good chance if you go live, what YouTube does, it does prioritize the live videos over the browse videos that you see when you're scrolling, and it will show your video there, or your thumbnail, sorry, with a little live sticker. All right, so that's another reason why it's really powerful to go live, because sometimes you if your viewer or one of your viewers is actually scrolling at the time you're going live, it will show it live as well. I don't think it gives you that much exposure for people that are not subscribed. I don't know what the stats are on that, but it's more so for people that have actually subscribed to your channel or watched a video from you before. Basically, YouTube likes people going live, right? It's, in essence, what I'm doing is I'm keeping you on the platform a lot longer, and it means that they can actually show ads as well, and also on the replay. So also, I'm not really one big one for monetization. I got monetized on the Electric Oracle. It took me about 4 weeks, but that, to be honest with you, I don't know if you've seen the stats in one of the posts, you don't get a lot of money unless you've got a video that gets thousands and thousands of views. You don't get a lot of money with AdSense. But if your goal on YouTube is to get monetized, going live is a really good way of doing that, because it means then if you're on live for 15 minutes, half an hour, that all counts. All of that time that somebody's watching or somebody's watching a replay, it all counts to your watch hours. So let's say, for example, you upload, I don't know, an 8-minute video, for example. Going live, having people watch your live video and watching the replay is so much better, because there's a good chance they're going to watch a lot more of it. And that's why YouTube likes it. YouTube basically promotes stuff that keep people on the platform, and going live is one of those ways. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed that. I see some people are actually commenting and saying that it's interesting. Jackie said interesting, but I'll have to go back through the replay to be able to do it myself. We've got yeah, no problem at all, Jackie. Thanks a lot for chiming in, coming in. Coach Alchemist, we've got upping its game with the type of post and also with collaboration. I didn't even know this was possible on YouTube. Thank you. That's Jackie again. Many things at one time. Love your transparency. Yeah, that's fine. No problem at all. I try to be as transparent as I can. And I'm hoping that you guys will start doing these community posts. As you can see, let's go back to my, as you can see, I was doing it all the way up until November, until I got really busy with school. I took my eye off the ball, and now I'm back on it. So now this weekend, I'm going to use that prompt or use my project, and I'm going to basically create these scheduled posts, a different variety of them, and I'm going to schedule them. So I'm going to schedule them for the whole of January then. It's going to take me probably about half an hour, 45 minutes to do, but I'm going to schedule it for the whole of January. And what happens is when you schedule it ahead of time, you don't need to touch it like that. You can then get off and do something different. You can make YouTube videos. You can go make the dinner. You can go sit in the garden and chill and relax, or just watch Netflix, for example. Whatever you do, you can just go away and do, because the thing is, once you've scheduled these now, you do not need to schedule it again until it's run out. So like I said, this weekend, I'm going to take some time for both channels. I'm going to schedule all of my posts. And I think I have actually done it for the other channel, the School Monetization Lab, but I haven't done it for this channel here. So over the weekend, I'm going to take some time. I'm going to schedule those, and they're going to run all the way through January. And if you do this enough times, okay, I'm being serious with you now. If you do it enough times and you just schedule it, don't forget as well, I'm interrupting myself. Don't forget, even though it's scheduled, you can actually change that. So let's say, for example, you've got Christmas coming up like we have next week. And let's say, for example, you wanted to take a picture of you and the family enjoying your turkey and the table and the spreading and all the things that are nice on the table. You can take a picture of yourself and you can share it. You can just post it out as a community post, for example. You can actually do that and share your story. Now, the one that was scheduled, if we go back and go back into, where are we? Yeah. If we go back here and we go to scheduled, I did say that you can't edit this, but what you can do is you can edit these posts, for example. So let's say, for example, let's say, for example, that something was happening on the 22nd, tomorrow. Is it tomorrow? 21st? Yeah, no, something was happening on the Monday. And instead of this going out, I wanted to just share my one with them, having dinner with the family. I can basically just change the schedule on this. I can change this now to, let's just say the 30th of December. Click done. And there you go. It's scheduled for the 30th now. And now I can post what I want to post. So even, like I said, even though you schedule this ahead of time, it doesn't need to be in stone. You could edit it. But honestly, this is a good example of somebody that's doing it regularly. She's got a decent, how many subscribers has she got now? Let's have a look. Let's see how many subscribers Mary's got. Mary's got 7,000 subscribers. She's done 439 videos. Now, she's still doing this. So there's got to be a reason why, Mary is still doing this. And she's doing it because she knows she's every touch point with the person that who's subscribed to your channel, any touch point they have, it sends a massive big signal to YouTube. And she's got 7,000 subscribers, 439 videos, and she is still doing it. There's a reason for that, because it works. All right. Now, listen, I'm not going to say that you're going to get a massive amount of traffic from this. I'm not even saying that, I'm not even saying that you're going to get loads of people going to your about page on your Skool community and then signing up. I'm not saying that at all. What I'm saying is, it's just another part of your armory that you can use on YouTube to get more touch points with your viewer. The more times they see you, the more times they watch your video, the more times they engage on your post, the more time they spend on this, and they like this, for example, and they go into the actual comment and they leave a comment. As you can see, I'm just go through the comments. The comments are exactly the same as on YouTube, by the way. And can you see how she's replying to them? This was, where are we? This was 18 hours ago, and she's replying. Let's click on the replies here. There you go. This is a really great example of somebody that knows what they're doing. And this is what I'm going to start doing again, because I know it worked. I just neglected it. I'm going to hold my hands up and say, look, I neglected it. But this is somebody that knows what they're doing, and she's using it to full effect on this, as you can see. So I'll leave a link in the post. I'll probably leave a link to Mary's channel as well, so you can actually see how she does this in action. And I want you to do, if you can, if you have the time and you've got the inclination that you want to do it, if you just copy what she's doing, I say Mary, copy what Mary's doing, you cannot go wrong. Now, there might be, let's have a look if there's any questions. YouTube doesn't always show these, okay? I think on a Saturday, and I couldn't believe it, I came on live here and I wanted to show you what the community posts looked like, and there weren't any. I have a feeling, and I might be wrong, I have a feeling on a weekend it doesn't show them, because I couldn't find them when I was looking for them. I guarantee you, though, it does show them in the week. But for some reason, I think it's because they know that it's valuable real estate. They want people to start watching videos. And I think that's why they don't show it on a Saturday. I couldn't believe it. I went live and I was trying to find them. I couldn't find any. Anyway, it doesn't matter. They are normally there. Trust me. Just trust me on this. They are normally there. But yeah, like I said, Mary is a great example and a great advocate of why you should be doing this, because like I said, she's getting a lot of engagement on this. And you know what I really love as well? I don't know Mary that well, but just by scrolling through her posts, for example, I can kind of get a good handle of her personality. I can kind of, the stuff that she's writing, hey there, which Reclaim Your Life vibe are you stepping into this weekend? Vote below. Got 32 votes on this. This was like 2 weeks ago. I can guarantee you these people are always, the same people voting on these are the same people that are going to subscribe to her channel. They're the same people that are going to go to a Skool community. Whatever, if she's giving away a lead magnet, for example, they are going to actually download it, because what she's doing is she's built up a ton of trust with her community, and she's making her YouTube channel into a community. And this is what you do. This is what you do. Let's have a look, see if we can find one that's got a lot of comments. Let's grab on this one here. So this one here, she's stopped by the Pharmacy Museum in Porto, such a beautiful glimpse into the history of medicine and wellness. Do you like to visit museums? So she's basically asking a question here as well. So not only is she just writing something that's quite nice and inspirational, what she's been doing and where she's been, where she's been going, but she's put a few here. This is what it looks like when you actually scroll through a post. And do you know what? If I was into this thing, and let's say, for example, I was actually thinking of going to Portugal, for example, this really helps. I mean, if I was going to Portugal, I would have subscribed to Mary's channel, because I'm coming across stuff like this, and I might want to go to the Pharmacy Museum in Porto. That might be one of the places that I actually want to visit. So if you scroll through, she's put some really great images up here to give me now a nice perspective. Now that when I travel, when I go to Porto, I might go one day. I have never been to Portugal, but if I want to go to Porto, for example, I've now got a good reason to go, because what Mary's doing is not only in her videos, but in her community posts. I think there's no, you're allowed 10. In her community post, she's showing me what's there. She's showing me what's available. And the people are asking as well. I do enjoy museums. This one is beautiful. I do visit museums. However, I have a cat. I cannot stare at one thing longer. So it looks like a Moroccan or African. She's having a conversation with her viewers. And I guarantee you, when the next community post that she does, you'll probably see the similar sort of people on there. Again, she's engaging with them. She's making it a community. So I'm just going to reiterate exactly how this works. And this is what I'm doing for you as maybe I don't know, you can call it a Christmas gift if you want. You can call it whatever you want. It's a gift. I'm going to give away the prompt. I'm not charging anything for it. I created the prompt here. All you need to do is put your about page text here. So if you've got Skool community like I do, that's not a good example. Let's use this one. All I want you to do is I want you to grab your text here, copy that, go back to ChatGPT or Claude, put in the actual text underneath where it's asking for the text, click on enter, and it will give you an output like this. All right. Now, if you want it to be different, let's say, for example, it's talking about a YouTube channel making money. Let's say, for example, you didn't want it to actually talk about that this time. You can basically just say, right, for these ones here, these educational short posts, please talk about something different. So it's going to be related to what you do. And it will just spit out another lot of 10 posts of specifically what you want to talk about. Right? You don't necessarily need to go with this output that's given you. You can go with whatever you want. So, and that's it really. So I don't know if there's any questions. I don't know how many people are actually on the stream at the moment. Looks like there's about 5 people that are watching at the moment. If you've got any questions at all, feel free to ask away. But yeah, it looks like there's 5 of you on here. We've been on the stream for 41 minutes. Wow, 41 minutes. God damn, I can talk. Yeah, any questions at all before I sign off? I'm more than happy to answer them. Put them in the chat. If you can put it in the chat on your phone, or if you're on your desktop, put them in there. I'm more than happy to answer any questions on community posts. But like I says, after this, I'll put a post in the community. What I will say as well, if you're not part of the community just yet, this is the community here. I'll put a link in the description of the video. And on yours, it will just say, let's go there, it will say join group, right? So when you click on the link in the description, it will just say join group. All you need to do is click on join group, and then you can join this lovely community. Let me just move this out of the way, hide that. And this is the community here. Yeah, there's lots of things going on in the community if that's of interest to you. But like I said, I will put a link in the description. But any questions at all? Anybody? It looks like we've got 8 people watching. Just go over this again. So what I went over was community posts. I was basically using Mary and others as an example of what you can do with community posts. Like I said, if you've got a question, by the way, please put them in there before I go. I'm happy to answer any questions regarding community posts. But this is what happens when you do it properly. And Mary is an excellent example of how to do it properly. She shares her story. She's living in Porto. She's American, but she's moved to Porto. She's an expat, and I think she's now resident here as well. And if Mary, if you're watching this and I got any of that wrong, please let me know. But from our conversation we had the other day, I think you said to me that you'd got your residency, which is fantastic. But listen, this is somebody that's doing it correctly. And I want you, I'll put a link in the actual description of the post of somebody that's doing these community posts. You can actually create these yourself. All you need to do is write them if you want and add an image, or just create a poll. Or, and I'm going to reiterate, I'm going to go through this again, I've actually created a prompt for you, all right, which is downloadable. It's completely free. This is the prompt here. You basically put this into ChatGPT. You grab your, go back here, go back to about. You grab your text, grab all of this. Actually, I keep using this one as an example, sorry. You grab your text, grab all of that, click on copy. And then where it says user paste text here, that's where you paste it. You paste that, what I've just copied on my Skool community, you paste that here. What I'll also say as well, I was just thinking about this earlier, you don't necessarily need to use this text. You can basically, let's say, for example, you had a script, a video script, for example, or you've got bullet points of stuff that's going on within what you're doing. It doesn't even necessarily need to be to a school community. It can literally just be anything. As long as you've got information about it, you can actually just paste it where it says here, user paste text. So you just paste it there, go back to ChatGPT or Claude, and it will give you this output. And this is the output. And if you've missed this, let me just quickly show you what the output was. Scroll up here. What the output does, this is the example. This is the text I gave it. And this, if you've watched this already, I'm sorry, but I'm just going to reiterate for people that haven't seen it. I'm going to paste it in here. I'm going to run the prompt. And then what it does, this is called the YouTube Community Post Generator. Great name, isn't it? YouTube Community Post Generator. Output for School Monetization Lab, which is this community here, my other community. The output it gives you 15 poll posts, all right? So it creates this content from this text here, all right? You don't need anything else. It creates the content from this text. Paste it in there. So it's going to be one poll. You've built a community, you've got members. It's going to be a second poll. So there's 15 of these. Scroll down. And now what I've also done as well is I've asked the actual output, I've asked the prompt to actually give me an output with emojis as well, all right? You don't have to have them when you post it back into your community post. You do not have to have them. It's totally fine if you don't, all right? But I just like to have them because they're just fun and they're nice to look at. It's up to you. So it got 7 of those, 7 polls. Scroll down. I've also included in motivational posts. I like to give a little motivation to my viewers, my school community members. I like to just give a little bit of motivation. It's not all about teaching. It's not all about being really serious. Sometimes it's just you need a little bit of motivation. You can post as many of these as you want. I've done 5. And also, I was going to say as well, it's outputted. I think it's 15 polls, 5 motivational posts, and 5 educational posts. Let's say, for example, you didn't want to do as many polls, but you wanted more motivational posts. All you would do is you put into ChatGPT or Claude, you just say, you have created 5 motivational posts. Can you create 5 more? I'm going to just do this live, actually. Should we do it for, yeah, let's just do it for Content Revenue Lab. So it's given me 5 and I'm asking for 5 more. So if you want to post 10 community posts in a month, here we go. Additional motivational posts. Here's 5 more. Motivational post number 6. That corporate job you think is holding you back from YouTube success is actually your unfair advantage. While 22-year-olds are guessing what professionals need, you know. You've lived it. You've solved real problems in the real world. Your day job isn't an obstacle. It's your credibility, your expertise, and your proof that you understand your audience. What if the thing you're ashamed of is actually the thing that makes you irreplaceable? Okay, that is a motivational post, and I like to post some of those, not every day, and to be honest, I don't post many of them, but you can post as many of these as you want. And if you wanted 5 more, 10 more, and 20 more, ChatGPT or Claude or Gemini or Grok, they will actually do it for you as well. It doesn't matter which chatbot you use. I like to use Claude, but you don't have to use Claude. You can use ChatGPT, it's fine. So yeah, it's giving me another 5 motivational posts here. And it just says, these additional posts maintain a supportive, realistic tone while addressing the common struggles for 40+ creators, imposter syndrome around small audience, comparison to younger creators waiting for permission. It basically it's grabbed everything that I've kind of told it before, and it's created those posts from them, all right? And that is it. So in the post, go over it again. This is what I'm giving away. You can do exactly what I've just done in Claude, but you can do it in your ChatGPT, and it'd be related to your niche as well. It doesn't necessarily need to be stuff I'm talking about. Whatever it's actually copied here, the school community thing, whatever the text it's copied, whether it's you've got a dance club, whether you've got a cooking community, whether you're crochet, whether you've got guitar community, it doesn't matter. It will use this text and it will create the content that I've just showed you. The 15 polls, the 5 educational posts, and the 5 motivational posts. It's going to create that for you. And if you want more, you can just ask it for more. It's really that simple. Now, before I go, looks like there's 9 or I don't know, is it 9 or 27 people on here at the moment? I don't really know. They're the views. I think there's 9 people on there at the moment. Anyway, is there any questions before I sign off? We're going for like 49 minutes now. Any other questions at all? I see people have actually been leaving some comments in there. Thank you, Jackie. I think that's it. I don't think there is anything else. So If you're interested, again, in my community, let's click on this little eye. I'll put the link in the description. You just click join group just there. All right. This is me teaching people over 40 who have a YouTube channel and they want to monetize it. That's what I do. That's what I teach in the community. All right. I'm not going through the basics. I'm teaching you how to monetize your channel. And I also have a new community that I've just set up. It's about 6 weeks old now. And that teaches you how to monetize your Skool community. So if you have a Skool community and you want to grow it, we teach you how to grow it first, all right? Get your members in there first. And then you've got intelligent knowledge, you've got the skills. We basically show you to actually monetize your knowledge in your own Skool community. And that's what we do there as well. And I'll put a link to that community as well. If you're interested, and anybody's watching the replay and you're not a member, you can join either one of those two communities. You're more than welcome. All right, so I think I'm going to sign off. I don't see any questions here. Thank you so much. Have a great weekend if you're watching this live. Thank you so much for joining me. And yeah, I'm going to sign off. And how do I do that? End stream, I believe. Anyway, thanks a lot. Have a nice Christmas, whoever is still watching. Good luck in the new year. And yeah, good luck with your YouTube channel.